ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। 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 ॐ Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om 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 Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 14 of 21 days to honor Lord Ganesha's birthday. And thanks so much for joining everyone who has been, since we have started this program. August 1st was the day we started. We're into the 14th day, the second week. We have one more week to go. Those people who are joining just today or have been joining, coming and going, it's always a pleasure and an honor to be of service and support. You are about to dive into the culmination of all these days, regardless of when you started. So don't worry about it. You're diving in and you're going to explore this wonderful energy that's going to be created with the group consciousness, so much more than we could do on our own. So it is Friday, August 14th, 2020. My name is Sucharita. If I haven't said that already, for those of you who don't know me. So we are going to get into our practice. Well, we're going to start our practice first by getting a message from Dr. Pillai. It's going to be about 5 minutes. It's a video presentation. He's going to give us a teaching, and then we'll have something to munch on as we go dive deep into our chanting practice. So let's get started right away. Boom into it. We've got so much to share because tomorrow is the beginning of the first initiation into the Ganesha course that is offered, the Living Ganesha course. So we don't want anybody to miss out. And there are also other goodies that we need to give you a heads up about for those people who can't afford that package. So let's get started with our presentation from Dr. Pillai, and then we will come together and get into our meditation and chanting practice.
In one of my last videos on Ganesha, I mentioned about the phenomenal memory of Ganesha. It is due to the large size of the hippocampus associated with memory. While I have been reflecting on this memory of Ganesha and his superhuman intelligence, I got a call from a priest from India. And I was talking to him that we have to bring to the worshippers of Ganesha, or the devotees of Ganesha, the real significance of Ganesha as a god of superhuman power and superhuman intelligence, and particularly superhuman memory. As I was talking to him, he shared with me an anecdote that he has been a witness to it. About a couple of years ago, on Shivratri day, he was at a temple, a Shiva temple. The elephant was there, the temple elephant was there. A boy was mischievous, threw a rock at the elephant. It was a male elephant, and the elephant was peeing, and it went and struck his private part, and the elephant was in pain. A year later, again on the same Shivratri night, the elephant came back to the temple. The boy also came to the temple. There were about, say, a couple of thousand people in the temple. The elephant knew about the boy, remembered him. He picked up a coconut and then went close to the boy and threw the coconut at the boy. The boy was very severely injured and broke his rib bones and was taken to the hospital. So this is not a story, this is a real incident that took place. So this shows the memory of elephant. Elephant worship is very significant and esoteric too. I've seen people who seek royalty because elephant is a royal animal, like the horse, and also want to escape from a very difficult situation in their life. Also people who want superhuman intelligence, superhuman powers, which I am particularly interested in personally. So I thought that I would do a special program on Ganesha, if there is enough interest, on Ganesha and his superhuman powers, insofar as it is relevant to us human beings. He has two concerts. They are called Siddhi and Buddhi. And these two women on the two sides of Ganesha represent Siddhi, which is a different type of intelligence which gives you intuitive intelligence, and Buddhi, which is more type of analytical intelligence. So you need both analytical intelligence and also intuitive intelligence. And then there are a lot of meditations and particularly rituals associated with Siddhi and Buddhi of Ganesha, and to be carried out on certain very important days. So I have been inspired to do this video right at the eve of Ganesha's birthday in the United States. So if you can send a note to the Life Center that I am interested in it, and then depending upon how many people are interested in learning about the Siddhi, Buddhi aspects, the intuitive and analytical aspects of the intelligence of Ganesha, I would consider doing a big program on that. All glory to Ganesha.
So there we have it. The message today is to access Siddhi and Buddhi consciousness, which is, Siddhi is in that high intuition or that intuitive intelligence that can give you miracle consciousness. You can change things instantaneously without thinking at all, going beyond the mind. And then Buddhi is the consciousness that gives you the ability to problem solve, to analyze things, to get clarity around situations, to make the right decisions. So we're going to ask Ganesha to open up the Siddhi and Buddhi consciousness today as we get into our practice. So we'll close our eyes and put your attention internally, close off your phone, get into a place where you're going to be safe. Some people have been going very deep such that they kind of pass out and they have fallen off their chair. So if you're tired or you feel like, maybe I'm going to go deep, then make sure that you're in a safe place, maybe on the floor or on a bed or a couch or some place where if you need to lie down, then you're already in that position or have that place for you to settle in easily and readily instead of falling off your stool like some people have. So it's very powerful. Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings are here. So you know that you can go very deep. He's going to be guiding you internally at the level of your mind, body, and soul to commune or awaken Ganesha consciousness such that you will become Ganesha. Even if it feels like an instant, you have done that. You're clicking in. You may hear me share the sound or the words shift dimensions, meaning that we're going to go beyond this third dimensional plane of existence here on the earth plane, which is slow time and everything's delayed and obstacles and challenges. We want to experience the light and the sound waves of Ganesha as we chant Om Gum into the various body parts, and then just imagine them radiating out. The light radiates out. It goes beyond this dimension and it goes all directions. And the light is what is going to grab on to the intelligence, the Siddhi Buddhi intelligence, and bring it back into us. How does it happen? We don't know. We're just going to let it go. So when you hear me saying shift dimensions, you might even feel your body jerking like some people did, and then they fell forward. So we don't know what kind of state people are going to be in, and we want to make sure that you're safe and comfortable. So let's get into it. If you can't chant as quickly as we are doing with this chanting practice, we want to stay focused so there's no time for thoughts or distractions. We're just going to say laser focused on the body part, putting the sound in there, putting the light in there. So it'll be Om Gum, Om Gum, Om Gum, Om Gum, Om Gum, Om Gum, Om Gum. It'll be 1,008 times. So you can be tired out if you're not used to it, or even if you are used to chanting, it might be you just want to meditate, you just want to absorb it, you just want to jump in on the gum part of it. So GUM is the sound, the seed that we're going to plant inside of us. So we're going to plant Om Gum inside of us, and then Ganesha is going to grow and grow and grow and expand and expand and expand such that we become Ganesha and the consciousness is Ganesha. And then Ganesha is going to feed our body, mind, and soul with the ability to do things very quickly and to help us to come out of our harms and hurdles, find those shortcuts, ways out that we wouldn't even imagine, and get us into miracle consciousness, super normal consciousness. With the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai, of course. So, closing your eyes, putting your attention internally, let's call on Ganesha, who is like a sunrise or a sunset color, that pinkish, reddish, orangish light. It's right before red, as Dr. Pillai says, it's infrared. So infra means right before the red color. So it's just coming into that red. So closing your eyes, putting your attention internally, you can imagine that light pouring down your legs, into your feet, into your toes, into the ground even. And then it's going to make its way back up, swirling around your feet, around your calves and your shins, the knees, moving through them, the thighs, and then into the pelvic region. The Muladhara chakra, the sex center, is in the pelvic region. And Ganesha is going to open the floodgates for the Kundalini energy to rush up the spine and activate all the chakras on the way up. For now, reddish orangish light, we'll call on Ganesha to remove the obstacles. For this experience to be super successful, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now the floodgates of the Kundalini energy are open. A light shoots up your backbone in your subtle body, your energy body. Pierces all the chakras, the psycho-spiritual centers on the way up. Through the top of the skull, and it goes into the space like a searchlight. This is your Sushumna. Very powerful divine Wi-Fi connection. Searching out Ganesha's consciousness to come and bless you during this practice and also in the life. Imagine two beams of light entering your eyeballs, piercing them, filling them with light. Two beams of light entering your eardrums, piercing them, filling the inside of your head with light. Two beams of light move up the nostrils, shooting up. Another beam of light enters the mouth, pierces the tongue, lights it up, and into the back of the throat. The whole mouth is lit up. The head lights up with a beam of light entering the spot between your two eyebrows, drilling deep into the forehead, penetrating into the middle of the brain, lighting up the pineal, pituitary, third eye. And finally, a beam of light pierces the top of the skull from the space, connects with the light beam that's rising from your spine. The whole brain lights up. The body lights up. Dr. Ply appears before you, embraces you with a tremendous amount of light, burning your stubborn karma. Just dump it in the space, allow it to be burned away. Feel the empowerment of your body, mind, and soul, waking up Ganesha consciousness. With Dr. Ply's grace and blessings, merge with his light. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Your whole body is throbbing with this light from head to toe. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Make your prayer to Dr. Ply, to Lord Ganesha, or whatever it is that you want their help with. Set your intention for this practice to remove the obstacle for you today. And then let it go. Focus your attention on your third eye. Once again, imagine the light piercing your forehead, between your two eyebrows, going into the middle of your brain. The middle of your brain is pulsing, tingling, pressure, the expansion. Fill it with light, and the sounds Om Gam will begin. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Feel the light exploding beyond the third eye in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now put your attention into the frontal lobe, the front part of your brain, just behind the forehead. Focus all your attention there. Light it up. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam. The light explodes beyond the frontal lobe in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now, pour your attentional energy into the sides of the brain, the right and the left side of the brain. Fill it with light. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. The light explodes beyond the right and left brain in all directions, shift dimensions. Now put your attention at the back of the brain, the occipital lobe, and also tuck it under and activate the cerebellum under the neocortex. Allow Ganesha to take you there. Om gam 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 om gam. The light explodes beyond the back of the brain, beyond the cerebellum, the occipital lobe. Shift dimensions. Now move into the top of the brain, the crown, the top of your skull, right underneath the skull bone. Pierce it with light and the sounds. Light it up. Om gam 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 om gam. The whole brain is throbbing. It's lit up with the light and the sound vibrations. Explodes beyond the body in all directions. Shift dimensions. Put your attention now into your eyes. Pierce your eyeballs. Set them on fire. Imagine flames in your eyes, like the sun's. Rays of light piercing your eyes, firing up your eyes, burning your karma that you see day in and day out, that you just want it to be gone. It's not serving you. Enliven your eyes with Ganesha. Om gam 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 om gam. The light explodes beyond the eyes in all directions. Shift dimensions. Two beams of light enter either eardrum, piercing it, lighting up the inside of the head. Send the light and the sounds into the eardrums. Om gam 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 om gam. The light explodes beyond the eardrums in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now, send two beams of light, shoot them up your nostrils, where they meet at the spot on your forehead between the eyebrows. These beams of light up the nostrils reactivate the third eye. Feel the pulse again, the pressure, the tingling, and focus on the light in your nostrils. Om gam 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 om gam. The light explodes beyond the nostrils, beyond the third eye in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now a light enters the mouth, pierces the tongue, lights up the tongue, lights up the back of the throat. The whole mouth lights up. Om gum 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 Om gum. The light explodes beyond the mouth in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now the whole head is lit up. Pour the light down the throat. The neck lights up. The stubborn karma stored in the throat starts to diffuse with the light and the sounds. Pour the light down the arms. The shoulders are also lit up. And the light is shooting out the hands and the fingers. Feel it like electrical pulses shooting out with the light, the sounds. Om gum 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 om gum. Release the negative congested energies from the bad karmas that are no longer serving you. Dump it with the light and the sounds radiating out in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now your attentional energy pours down your body. The core of your body lights up. The light enters all the organs, the heart, the lungs, all the internal organs, all the way down into the pelvic region, front of the body, sides of the body, back of the body are lit up, pulsing with light, squeezing out the toxins in the system. Om gum 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 Om gam 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 om gam. The light explodes beyond the body in all directions. Shift dimensions. And now pour your attentional energy with the light down the legs, into the feet, into the ground. Receive the light back up the legs, back down. Energizing the lower chakra. Helping you to feel unstuck. Om gam 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 om gam. The light explodes in all directions, beyond the legs, beyond the body, in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now, from head to toe, inside, outside, in your body aura that surrounds your head, surrounds the body all the way down, the ground and back up. Scan your body with the light and the sound vibrations of Ganesha. Om gam 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 om gam. Now imagine again Dr. Kalai embraces you with the light from head to toe, inside, outside, revealing unlocking the secrets of Ganesha in you. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment, peace to the world, peace to all beings in the universe. Keep your eyes closed as you're slowly, slowly coming back to yourself. Take notice of what you experienced today and make your prayer of gratitude to yourself for coming, to everyone else for also contributing to the group energy, and to Dr. Pillai for enlivening Ganesha inside of your body, mind, and soul. Thanks to Ganesha for removing obstacles in the life so we can look forward to that with Siddhi and Buddhi consciousness. Pray for your family, your community, especially those who need it the most around the world. Food, clothing, shelter, medicine, water, clean water, and love. Relax. Slowly, slowly come back. Thanks for joining. Those of you who need to go, we'll see you tomorrow. And please, please, please jump onto the free webcast for the Golden Ganesha workshop with Dr. Pillai live. So that'll be through Pillai Center YouTube at 1 p.m. I want to say Pacific time. However, Radha, could you please pop that link on there on the chat so that people can check it out? Thank you so much. So we'll see you later on tonight as well for the continuation, final countdown of the mini fire labs for the goddess Draupadi during Adi month. So Adi month is mid-July to mid-August. So here we are, 30 days later. Dr. Pillai kicked it off. And then Pillai Center teachers have been taking turns continuing on bringing the goddess into the earth plane, bringing Ganesha first and foremost, as well as the blessings of Dr. Pillai. So check that out. It's going to be on the YouTube, this YouTube, Pillai Center Practice YouTube. And that'll be in about an hour and 10 minutes because it's 10:50 here, Eastern Daylight Savings Time here in Toronto. So midnight. All right, everyone, this is part of the call where we get to find out what the heck was going on with everyone. So you're welcome to post your notes on the chat You can share your experiences. Sharad is saying, could I confirm what times the 8 initiations are happening for the Living Ganesha course? I believe it's at 10 a.m. Is it? Maybe Radha or Bhairavi, could you please post that? I thought it was at the same time slot as this. So Radha's posted the Ply Center practice. Yellow is Radha, and she's posted the free Golden Ganesha Wealth Workshop tomorrow, Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time at Ply Center YouTube. So go on to that. Radha, could you please find out the timing for each initiation? So the time slot. I thought it was 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, like the same time slot as this chanting, but I could be totally wrong. I don't want to get that right. And if you must have received, everyone who participated in that, who enrolled in it, you must check your inbox for the welcome letter to get into the Ply Center Academy as well, and make sure that you check to see that the course is there. And then they're going to just drip the initiations into that course as they are rolling out every day. Alice is saying, thank you so much for chanting Om Gum now for 1,008 times. They're definitely shifting dimensions. That's great. And that's what we want to do. We want to get out of this slow dimensional state of existence here on the earth plane. It's so like COVID slow, even more so slow. So we want miracles. We want a way out, even with everything that's going on. There is always a way if we call on a higher intelligence. So Alice continues on, there's definitely shifting into the multi-dimensions. The chanting to me sounds now like an extraterrestrial call. What is terrestrial means the earth. So we're going beyond the earth. So it's not just ET go home. It is, we're going beyond our body, beyond our mind, beyond what we know and have known for lifetimes. We must evolve beyond that and grab that from the future into the now, because it's an eternal moment for the divine. It's no time for the divine. But we, as we're going along on this earth plane, it feels like it's the future. So we want to grab it, pull it in, and bring that intelligence into us and create miracle consciousness in us. And have the intelligence of genius so we can just get things done in a miraculous and very highly evolved way. Because this more intelligence you have, the more light you have, the more super consciousness you have, and then things happen fast. Initiations will be the same time as our chanting, 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, except for the last Friday, August 21st, it'll be later. Yay, I can join that last one then. Oh, it'll be after this. Awesome. 11:30. So every day we'll mention it here. But those people who you enrolled, you must have received your welcome email. If you did not receive your welcome email, send many emails to Office at Ply Center and put exclamation urgent. I need that email. It says 10 a.m. That means I missed it. Nija. Where are you from, Nija? Maybe you're from another, like Singapore. They're 12 hours ahead of us. So I'm not sure. So if you didn't, then get your welcome email. Please send that office@plycenter.com. Urgent. And then if you go to the golden, the free webcast tomorrow, then you will hear, most likely you will hear Lakshmi Gina sharing all those details once again. And you can ask those questions on that webcast on YouTube after Dr. Ply's presentation. Periel is saying here, can you please advise on how to order the different mantras? I know we do the Ganesha mantras first, but I'm not sure about the Varahi, Shrimbrasi, and Draupadi. Please send an email to office@plycenter.com. That's what I'm going to say to you. I don't know how you would order it. Which chakra is responsible to attract money? All of them. You need to align all your chakras with a higher consciousness. And then whatever will materialize for you will, because you're in alignment, there's nothing blocked. There's like a stream of consciousness from the base of your spine all the way up. Now, they say the root chakra, the Muladhara in Sanskrit, and then the navel chakra, that's for attracting material, money, so on. But what I've found with people is that they just focus on that and then they're all messed up everywhere else. So ask Ganesha, as we have been, put the sounds in your chakras, put the Om Gam, or imagine the light going in from the base of the spine, shooting up your backbone and piercing all the chakras. So as they get pierced, they radiate out like a pebble in a pond, and those ripples go out and out and out. So don't focus too much on a chakra. Focus more on aligning yourself like a Wi-Fi connection to the divine. Are we supposed to be on any food restriction during the initiation? No. Don't eat a lot, because then you'll be too sleepy. You'll be resting and digesting. You want to be alert. So you can just eat lightly. Ivan is saying, amazing. Awesome. Yes, Michael, it's going to be on YouTube, so definitely. Michael's asking, is there a replay for Ganesha webinar tomorrow? It'll be recorded on the YouTube, so you can just go ahead and watch that if you miss it. Veronica's saying here, what Babaji said about the boy and the elephant reminds me of what happened when I was a kid at Oakland Zoo in California. Two teen boys were blasting rap music with their boombox and the elephant at the elephant exhibit. And the elephants were annoyed, and one of them threw a huge log at the boys. No one was hurt, but it was funny. Well, there you go. An elephant never forgets. So, and an elephant is, it's a divine being. It's massive. So it brings in a lot of compassion, a lot of mercy, a lot of grace. And usually elephants are tethered to something. They're chained to something. And it makes us to feel very deeply for them. In a right or wrong way, it doesn't matter. Like, why is this happening? It is what it is. But you can just, when you're in India and you see them in the temples, I just, oh my God, I'm just so grateful that they're there, because they're just these divine beings, and you look into the eye and it just makes your whole soul to cry. You know, they're just bringing in so much wisdom. Wisdom isn't something you think about. It's just this radiation, and it moves through your whole body and you don't even know what you're feeling, but you're feeling something that's beyond this dimension. And that's what they do. They channel it into this dimension. They have lots of von Economo neurons, super intelligent neurons, which we have in our brain, but they have tons. And they want divine, they want to bring in the divine. They want divine behavior. So, no wonder they got a pole tossed at them, or a log. Marius is saying, I'm doing Haramba meditation tomorrow. Haramba meditation tomorrow. Where do I tune in? What website? That's the workshop on the YouTube. If you're in the course, though, you will have that access through the Ply Center Academy course. and you'll see it in there. Will be the living Ganesha. And then inside of that, you will see the first initiation. The Hiramba Ganapati initiation, I'm not sure if that one's the first one. Radha, do you have any insights on that or any? But go to the free webinar tomorrow. It's going to be happening before the initiation. So go to that webinar tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight. What's it again, Radha? Short-term memory. I need the memory of an elephant. Too many details. Elizabeth is saying, we'll be sad to miss chanting with you, Sutrita, and this collective here, although very excited to begin the course tomorrow. No kidding. Absolutely. That's what you're here to do. And we're here to continue it on. So we're creating this pulse of Ganesha. And for those people who it's not in their budget to get initiated at this point in time, perhaps after the 21 days, the money will come and then you can buy the evergreen and get the initiations. So let's pray for that to happen for a lot of people. There is no email about the Living Ganesha starting course. Okay, Laura or anyone else, send several emails to office at Ply Center. I would just be like banging on the door there. You don't have to worry about eating vegetarian or non-veg, just eat lightly. When you say switch dimensions, I saw multiple versions of myself. Very cool, Ivan. Very cool. Like a fractal image of myself multiple times. And that's what it is. We're a dream within a dream, within a dream, within a dream. And then we can grab onto the best dream, the best reality. Can people with a bad guru, previous initiations, have those initiations, or should we fix it first? Pedro. Well, here's the thing. We don't want to say that there's a good guru or a bad guru. You just want to say, wow, that was a different experience. And that's your karma getting cleaned up. But we want to, you don't want to worry about it too much. You just want to do what you need to do to, get the blessings from this experience that you're having with Dr. Ply and the teachings here. And that will clean up whatever you're doing from this point on. There are, specific remedies, specific, you can get a naughty reading and it might reveal to you that you have a guru's curse. So that means that you're going to possibly end up having some bad situations with gurus. So you want to get that cleaned up. The remedies will help to clean that up. Bhairavi, Judy Angle is saying here, access is available now for the people who are already enrolled in the course. Go to Academy Ply Center site. So if you can give that URL, that would be great, Bhairavi. Or perhaps, Radha, you can do it because you're on Ply Center practice. So the Ply Center Academy URL would be great. Pop it on there, on the chat. What's the link for the free webinar tomorrow? Scroll up or scroll down. It should be there again. Do we access initiations on our own through the Living Ganesha course? Yeah, Alice, you just can go in there and it'll show you, it'll say live calls or something like that in the sidebar. And then you just click on that. It'll say call for, I guess the first one will be Saturday the 15th. Pacific time or Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So what, I don't know where you are in the world, but just do the conversion and that will be, you click on the link. It'll say click here and you can join. So, and then check in your inbox. Please check in your spam folders. Check in your inbox. I know you get lots of Ply Center emailers, but it will say countdown to the first initiation or call reminder for the first initiation. And then you go into that email and then it'll say click here and you can access. It will have the link right to the Zoom meeting and then you can access it there. Right, Raj Kaur saying here, I have got the course in Ply Center Academy. However, I did not receive any email from Ply Center. Just sent them an email as you instructed. Yeah, send them several. I don't understand why that is happening. It sounds like it's too many people here are experiencing that. And I definitely will post it. Or maybe Bhairavi, can you do that right away? Post it in Slack. And just say several people have been saying that they have not yet received their a welcome email to the course. Thank you so much if you can do that. That'd be great. Yes, Mother Mary's Day is August 15th. Absolutely. Thanks, Jonathan. Those are awesome emojis. Lots of elephants. What is changed dimension, Nalini? So Nalini, we're in the third dimension called the earth plane. This is what we do here. We're the third rock from the sun, meaning that we're the third planet from the sun. And we're on a third dimensional existence of being. So it's slow, it's physical, it's material, it's slow. Other dimensions, they move fast because they're not in the physical. They can just think and manifest. So we want to shift out of our body, out of our mind, out of our soul, out of our existence as we know it here on the earth plane without dying and going into the spiritual realm. So we just will get into a deep state and we will shift. Imagine the light exploding beyond our body and then the light goes out. We don't, but the light of Ganesha goes and seeks out different dimensions. And then that comes, we breathe it back in, we inhale it back in. The prana comes back in. Because as we release, we leave a void. So what comes back in is what fills the void. And that is maybe coming from God knows what dimension. So that's what it means to shift dimensions. You just want to get out of this body mindset. It's stuck. It can't figure it out. Nigel saying here, yes, the program is up and clear. Just the issue that it's 15th is the Sunday here in Sydney, Australia. We are ahead of you. Yeah. So you'll have to do the conversion, you guys. Is the coaching call the initiation? I'm a bit confused. I didn't get any email either. Oh, God, Steve, I'm so sorry. Hey, Steve, how are you? We have to make an appointment. So we will do that in the coming weeks. But the coaching call is, so the initiation is going to be Dr. Ply. It's going to be him sharing a seminar, some lecture part component, and then the initiation into the specific type of Ganesha as per that day. And then afterwards, Gina Lakshmi will be there on those initiation calls, and then she will be adding to whatever has happened in that initiation with Dr. Ply. So she'll answer the questions and so on. Then after the 8 days of all that going on, I'm going to jump in there on Sundays. I believe I was just told it was 1 p.m. I thought it was going to be 10. It's going to be 1 p.m. Pacific, no, It's going to be in the daytime. Let me just check. Because it just changed. We're always going with the flow here. So that, yeah, I think it's going to be, where are you, Ambica? She just told me right before the, okay, so it is, oh, geez. So it's going to be 8/20, so August 23rd, August 30th, and September 6th. And then the timings of that, I believe, are going to be on a Sunday. So it's all on a Sunday. And then the timings for it are going to be at 1 p.m., I believe. But she didn't write it there. She just gave me the dates. So it's going to be not 10 p.m. It's going to be in the daytime. So those will be three weekends in a row, 3 Sundays in a row. So you'll get that information as well. So that'll be full-on coaching. After all the initiations are done, we're going to be unpacking it all for you. And then I'll be taking all the questions, giving you guidance, giving you some practical tips, and then how to employ or implement the various types of Ganesha into various situations of people's lives, so that other people can, oh yeah, I can relate to that, so we can build that into the practice. So you're not just getting an initiation going, I'm not really sure how to work this into my life. So we'll have those kinds of teachings, and we'll go through the materials, and so that you're okay with it. And then you'll have ongoing support from Bhairavi, who also answers programs at PILLAI'S emails. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so sad you guys have not received your welcome emails. So Bhairavi is saying the second module of the course, Live with Dr. Pillai, call details, is where the Zoom link is located in the course. Is that a good thing, Bhairavi? If it's not a good thing, can you please let them know it's confusing, or if it is a good thing? Elizabeth is saying, you're a great teacher. Wow. I feel like I'm just managing here. But thank you so much. Yasmin is saying here, FYI, Gina Lakshmi posted in Dr. Pillai's Living Ganesha Facebook group the time for the first Living Ganesha teaching is together. Okay. So the coaching calls are also initiation calls for Living Ganesha. You're going to have a little bit of coaching around the initiation of that day. So there's going to be initiation for 8 days. Then the coaching calls are going to come, like the full-on coaching calls are going to be 3 on a Sunday for 3 weeks after all of it. And then those days will just be to just dive in and unpack it all for you. Jagadish is saying, I have read the welcome email from support Astrovid, however, waiting from mail from Pillai Center. Jagadish, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can you sign up for or enroll in the course through Astrovet as well as Pillai Center? Please make sure that you have the Living Ganesha course, because there's other Ganesha services that are offered through Pillai Center and Astrovet, like Fire Labs and the things that are going on by a proxy for you, remedies and so on. So I'm not sure, Jagadish, if you are. Yes. Okay. So yes. Nalini, it was my Malabeads. It was actually the chain of Ganesha, you know? It's the melodies. Rajkar is saying, namaste, just clarification. I did search for living Ganesha and found my welcome letter. Just thought maybe others can search, find their welcome letters too. Thank you, Rajkar. So that's what we want to make sure is you look through all the emails, because you just see apply center, but you've got to really catch it. And it will say call reminder, welcome. Okay, so Jagadish, then please send an email, alert, urgent, office@plycenter.com. SOS, get happening now. But you know what you should be able to do, Jagadish, if you're already enrolled in the course, then just go into Ply Center Academy, or anyone else, not just Jagadish. You can go right into Ply Center Academy and you'll see everything you need there. But you should have received an email. Oh, Bhairavi is saying the Living Ganesha course is not offered through Ashraved. So Jagadish, please make sure that you're in the Living Ganesha course and not in a Ganesha Ganesha service. I hope that you understand that. Check out Ply Center Living Ganesha course. That's why you have to really read the between Ashraved and Ply Center. They're not always offering the same. It is available. Bhairavi, can you please confirm that? Will you get in there? And I'm going to go in there. I'm concerned. I'm not seeing it, Jagadish. Ah, Dr. Ply's Living Ganesha program. Yes, it is. You are right. So then if you did, Jagadish or anyone else, if you did not receive the email, then please send an email to both support@ashraved.com and office@plycenter.com and say urgent, and make sure that you receive the welcome through Ashraved, the welcome through Ply Center, because it will be the same welcome. You may not necessarily get it through Ply Center because you ordered it through Ashraved. Okay, Brenda is saying here, my email is entitled Living Ganesha Program. 123 FB or B Fink is saying here, how do I safely put out the candlelight in the ghee lamp? You can blow it out. If you have a snuffer, you can also just let it go out if you're going to be in the house and you're going to be in that space. Although, you want to be safe. So if you have a snuffer, you can put it out, you can blow it out. You can pull the wick. So I always have tweezers, and then you can just pull on the wick and then bring it right down and it'll go out. I don't want to do that because I want to keep it going. But you know what I mean? Pop it up again. So you could just pull the wick right down. Oh, Mitch, so sorry you haven't received your email. So please, everybody who has not received their email, although Brenda has said it's entitled, its subject line, Living Ganesha Program. So make sure that you look at that in the subject line of the email. Rajkar is saying, my welcome email came from Astrovid. Okay, cool. So Jagadish, are you good with that? That your welcome email is going to be coming from Astrovid if you purchased it through Astrovid. But you know, if you want to send out an email to Apply Center as well, you can do that. But just go into, if you're enrolled, go into Apply Center Academy and make sure that that course is there. You don't have to get the welcome email necessarily. You can just go right into Apply Center Academy and then select your courses, like under, you sign in, you log in, and then it'll say my courses. Click on that, and then it'll show you inside, it should be at the top, your Living Ganesha course. Oh, great. Faraz is saying here, if you ordered through Astrovid, the email should come through Astrovid. Also, Astrovid customer support team is available on the phone. Fabulous. So please, everyone who has a big question mark. Oh, Jagadish is saying here, I received the welcome email from Astrovid, and it says I will receive another mail from Apply Center. So if you have not, then please, urgent, send me the email. And then please don't miss out because you're looking for it in your inbox. Go to Apply Center Academy. Go dive into your course. It's there. Especially if you received an email from Astrovid. Steve, what are you saying here? Same here, Japanese. I'm not really sure what that means. Jagadish. Oh, Jagadish. Okay. It was a spell correction. So please, 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 everybody, urgent. Urgent, urgent, urgent. Give me the email. It's like SOS. And then say a lot of gums. And the reason, one of the reasons too, everyone, is that there's so much karma that is in the way, and you can tell when we're having difficulties. Some people are getting the emails. Why? Why is that with the karma? So just really, you know, call on Ganesha and say, okay, this is my first test. I got to get my initiations. So many times I'd be sweating bullets because the initiation was happening in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And, you know, I was just home gumming away and then there was, oh, sorry, Dr. Ply is a little bit delayed. Yay. So I didn't miss it. But, you know, that's what I'm saying. Don't wait for anything. Go after them and send urgent, urgent, urgent. The Golden Ganesha is the one I'm doing tomorrow, which is the image of Ganesha would be good for me to print and frame as an aid for my practice. So the Golden Ganesha is the 5-headed Ganesha. You'll see it on Apply Center or on Astrovid. You know, just go scroll through the articles, the store posts, and you'll see this beautiful Golden Ganesha. Okay. So it sounds like some people are getting their welcome emails, some people aren't. Those people who aren't, pitter patter, get at her. Ivan is saying here, I love this community so much. Dr. Ply has changed my life in so many ways. After chanting Shri Brazil, my life has changed so much. My relationships are stronger. My finances are so much better. Awesome, Ivan. That's great. Just imagine what's going to happen after Ganesha. Boom, boom, boom. Obstacles are going to be removed. Great. So Radha has posted the URL to the Academy, to Apply Center Academy. So you can dive in there, and then you will see on the sidebar the call details, or how to log into the call details, the live calls. And it'll take you to a link, and then you just take you to a page, and then you just click on, it'll say join here. And you can click right from there, and you'll be in the Zoom meeting. And I wouldn't offer meat or alcohol to Marius, to Ganesha, Marius. Just give him the mango coconut. Okay. All right, everyone, it's like 11:26 here, so we should get prepared for Draupadi, also Ganesha first. So that is going to be happening here on this channel, Apply Center Practice YouTube channel, and you'll select the one, it says Goddess Draupadi with Dr. Pillai Mini Fire Lab, something like that, and then you have to check the date. So it will be the 14th of August, because it's going to be Pacific Daylight Savings Time. It will really be the 15th midnight for Eastern Daylight Savings Time, but check the 14th and you'll see it will say live. So click on that at midnight if you're in Eastern Daylight Savings Time, but 9 p.m. Pacific Time, click on it. The program, Nalita, is that the one for tomorrow? Tomorrow is Radha or Bhairavi. Can you post that again? The timing for the YouTube webinar with Dr. Pillai. So tomorrow, the free YouTube webinar with Dr. Pillai. What time is it? Bhairavi or Radha, please post. Or Nalita, scroll up this chat and check for it there. And then please, people who didn't receive their emails, definitely you can come tomorrow to that free webinar, because Lakshmi Gina will be there answering questions. You can say, hey, I didn't get my email. And then she will get on there. Ritu is saying, can we share experiences with family after initiations? Not a good idea, Ritu. And why I'm saying that is because you don't even know what's going on with you. You don't want to give the teachings. You could share your experiences, but it might land on them in a very, in a way that they're not receptive to it, because, you know, it's so personal. And anyways, how can you share what's going on with you with anyone? Because everyone is so unique. Your experience is so unique, and then you just want your life to unfold in a beautiful way, not that you're sharing about your experience with them when they wouldn't even begin to understand, which could cause a little bit of a challenge. And that's what we want to do, is reduce the challenge. But it's up to you. If you want to, you can share the teachings. That will just blow them up. Not a good idea. Bad karma on you. And I don't mean like, oh, bad. It means that you just, like Dr. Pillai says, it's very special that you're going to be initiated and you're prepared. Your soul is ready for it. Even if you have really good friends or family members or whoever, they have at the level of the soul, if they're not being initiated by Dr. Pillai, it could be very karmic. And then you will just take on the karma of them. You got enough to deal with. Sue has said here, 1 p.m. Okay, so Bhairavi said Golden Ganesha Wealth Workshop, August 15th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which means 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. And then also Radha has posted it there. Tomorrow's Ganesha webinar, the free Ganesha webinar with Dr. Pillai and Lakshmi afterwards. She'll be answering all the questions about living Ganesha and all these other Ganeshas. 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Okay. Yeah. So it's not really that we want to discourage you from expressing all your fabulous things that are going on. It's like if you haven't broken through whatever it is that you need to break through in your life is beautiful, and you're an example of that. How can you explain little bits and pieces of it? You won't even be able to do that. You'll just be excited, but then what does all that mean? And then you just want to be very clean with your energy. Your spiritual path is very intimate anyways. It's for you, not for anyone else. I don't want to hammer it home anymore. I think you get the message. But there's always an exchange of karma, especially when you have these high teachings, and you want to just be careful because you'll blow people up. They won't be ready for it. You'll think they are, they think they are, and you give them a chant and they're like, oh my God. I remember my sister, she said I was vomiting, I was throwing up. I said, go on to the YouTube and get one of the public Shreem Raziz or something, one of the courses. It was open to the general public. And she just said, oh, I can't do this. So that was it. Sue's saying here, I see Ganesha's face on the side of the lamp. Cool. Okay, everyone, let's go. We only have half an hour to just kind of keep chanting and get focused. Maybe have a restroom break and then get back and get ready for the mini fire lab with the goddess Draupadi. So thanks so much, everyone. And thank you for your feedback. We're going to get into our office and let them know that they're going to be receiving emails with urgents in the subject head. So please, subject line. So please put urgent Living Ganesha course. And then just write them and say, I have not received the welcome email. Please send it to me. Please send me the appropriate links, whatever it is, so I'm not going to miss out. Great. All right, everyone. God bless you all. Thank you so much again. We'll see you tomorrow night, or see you tonight at the mini fire lab, and then see you for day 15. It will be of the daily chanting. And then those people who are going to be in the initiation, awesome, have so much fun. I'll be watching the recordings because I'll be here. So enjoy your initiations, and then we'll see you in the coaching sessions afterwards. All right, everyone. See you tomorrow. God bless.